Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. Today I wanted to talk to you about feeling like you actually want the thoughts, feeling like you want something bad to happen, like you want to do some bad action. With OCD, that is entirely normal. Your mind is trying to protect you. And to protect you and pull you into a reaction, it's making it feel as real as possible. So, not just the thought comes in and seems real, but it's also the feelings that go along with it. And a lot of the times people will say, well, I don't feel anxiety. Well, you don't feel anxiety towards the thought, but you feel anxiety towards not feeling anxiety. So either way, you're feeling anxiety. And the goal of your mind is to get you into anxiety, which it's succeeding in. So don't worry about the fact that you might not feel anxiety towards the original thought itself, or you feel urges, you feel sensations, maybe on the physical level that you would actually do something. A lot of the times people with harm OCD will say, well, I was say close to someone and I feel like my arm or my leg actually moved, like I feel like I could have actually done something, or say I feel like technically right now I could go and do something, right? And then they get stuck with this, well, I could. Well, anybody can do anything on the physical level. You have hands, obviously you can do anything. You have to go not in, I don't want you to go into rumination too much, but your past is the best indication of, and I don't mean, sometimes also harm OCD attaches to, a lot of the time it attaches to some childhood situation, and again, it's extremely common. I mean, there's a pattern of behavior, continuous pattern of behavior. Your continuous pattern of behavior is OCD. OCD, obsessing, not actually doing anything, but obsessing about constantly feeling like you're about to do something. And because of that, you have to look at it as just that. It's just OCD. Yes, it feels real. Yes, you feel like you actually want to do something. You feel like you have the urge to do something, that you actually want the urge. That's normal. Don't try to rationalize it and solve it. Just look at it as classic OCD. Doesn't matter how real it feels. I'm moving on with my day. And when you're moving on with the day, the thoughts will continue. So you're kind of saying, like, okay, it's going to be over there telling me all this stuff, making me feel like I want it. I'm going to be over here doing my own thing. And the more you stay in your own little bubble away from the OCD, the better you're going to feel. So it's just that choice to continuously, like, no, I can't, I'm not doing this anymore. And pulling, always pulling back. You will see that as you continue to do this, the urges will start to kind of lose power over you, where you won't notice them as much. Like they'll still be there in the background for a certain amount of time, but they'll start to lose power. And then little by little, they go away entirely. But it's when I say they go away entirely, I don't mean in the course of a day or 2 days. Sometimes people do this thing where they'll start to feel better, and then they kind of go back and check. Basically, almost as soon as they start to feel better. Well, how do I feel now that I'm better? How do I still have the urge? Let me check. And then, of course, they still have the urge because they've been better for a day or a week or something like that. And then they pull themselves right back because, oh my God, I still have the urge. Does this mean this and that? And then they're right back, right? So don't check. The brain will take a while to heal. Like I'm saying to you, 6 months is a realistic figure. And if you keep having setbacks within the 6 months, like me, I don't mean like, day to day kind of up and down a little bit, but moving forward, but I mean like major setbacks, then it might last longer, and that's okay as well. Everybody's recovery is different. A lot of it doesn't even have to do with the OCD itself, but also the circumstances around the person. If they're overstressed, if they are going a million miles an hour, if they are in an unstable situation, all of that creates a much tougher environment for OCD recovery. You will still recover, but it's going to be tougher, and most likely because of that, it's going to be longer. So don't worry if it takes you a little bit more time. But you just have to understand that these thoughts, these emotions, these feelings, whether you have anxiety or you don't have anxiety, it's all OCD. It's normal. Everybody who has OCD experiences this in one form or another. Don't look back, don't check. Accept the thoughts and feelings how they are and leave them over there. And you are over here. And you don't need to react to what's happening over there, what the OCD is telling you. You are over here in your protected bubble. I hope you find my videos helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to do one-on-one recovery program with me, all the information is on youhaveocd.com, and I will see you tomorrow.